Hi, this is Dave with Wednesday Work Advice number 14. And today I'm going to ask a question. What does God want for you at your work? And I thought about this after hearing a speaker recently named Doug Small talk about the story at the end of John, which is found in verse 21 of John 21 and 22, where Peter says to Jesus about the disciple John, "Lord, what about this man?" And Jesus said to him, "If I will that he remain till I come, what is that to you? You follow me." And I thought about how I have wasted a lot of energy in my life worrying about what other people are doing instead of just worrying about what I'm doing and specifically what God wants me to be doing. I've got examples from my personal life, including when I was born again, and all of a sudden I was all concerned about how other Christians practice their faith and making sure they were getting it right. Um, when it comes to politics, I've wasted a lot of energy worrying about what people who have different opinions than I do are thinking, instead of just focused on what I believe. But specifically when it comes to work, I'm going to share a little story. When I was young, quite young, probably 14, 15, I worked on a dairy farm, and there was a young, an even younger kid who came to work at the dairy farm, and I'll be honest, I didn't really like him. And I found myself being his judge and jury and being critical. I guess I was kind of proud about how I had been working there for a while, and I kind of knew my way around. And I found myself being critical about how this younger kid was doing his job. And I remember one day when my boss, the guy who owned the dairy farm, he chastised me basically and said, basically what Jesus said to Peter: "Don't worry about him, worry about yourself." And man, that's such a good lesson. I'd like to say that I really learned from that and applied it the rest of my life. I have to some degree, but I've honestly found myself at work oftentimes being concerned about how other people are doing their job, this and that. And I tell you what, that's a big mistake. And I would encourage myself and you to think about Jesus's words and just free ourselves from the burden of worrying what other people are doing and focus on ourselves and what God has planned for us and seeking out His will for us at our work. I hope that helps, and we'll see you next time.